Hello, Mani. I see your background and your literature review was good. After I read your research background in the Padlet, I agree with your research background. In the second sentence, it is stated cyberbullying often occurs as a result of a person's dislike of others, which then they will do evil deeds through the internet, such as spreading hatred against victims through the internet, spread terror with the aim of scaring people. Victims at worst threats to kill victims through the cyberbullying, so often occurs in the learning process, not only learning material given by the teacher. It could be added students are also required to provide an understanding of characters building to avoid cyberbullying. Currently, the teacher and other people, parents, understand and increase the use of social media so as to prevent students from cyberbullying. In today's era, if it is not managed properly, learning is prone to triggering cyberbullying due to boredom that occurs in students. So next, I will review your literature review. Certainly not everyone has experienced cyberbullying, but it still often occurs in people's lives in this millennial era. Let's look at the example of student in class. Cyberbullying itself is a form of bullying or intimidations of someone in cyberspace of social media, like ordinary bullying or bullying. Cyberbullying must also continue to be fought. Maybe you can highlight the very important role of parents in this, because parents play an important role in this issue. Of course, they have a big responsibility in controlling the way their children use the internet and its device, because it is not impossible children are involved as perpetrators of cyberbullying. And then parents play an important role in this issue. They have a great responsibility in controlling the way their children use the internet and its device. So, unlike physical or verbal intimidation or bullying, cyberbullying does not require a face-to-face meeting and does not involve physical force. People who cyberbully can be animals, so they don't have to worry about being identified. In addition, as a result, victims will continue to experience bullying in various places, not only in cyberspace, but also real life. I would like to add that the motivations of the perpetrators are also very diverse. Sometimes just for fun or just playing or joking, wanting to get attention, some because of anger, frustrations, and wanting revenge, and some because of their fears, and so much more. There are several things that distinguish bullying in general from cyberbullying. And the next, you can also add cyberbullying is easier to do than bullying in general because the perpetrator can do the bullying without having to meet face-to-face with other people who are the target. They can berate and easily imitate their victims because they are behind a computer screen or staring at the cell phone screen without having to see the consequence for the victim. So I think that's all about my feedback. I hope my feedback useful for you. Thank you.
Thank you for your feedback, Noni.
You're welcome.